right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Everybody say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. Okay, so when I do a donut video, I do a donut video. We got two donut knives here from the crispy donut community, the CDC. These guys are a lot of fun. If you haven't been watching their live streams and stuff, you should do that. They are lots of fun. Now, there are two knives here, and then we've also got my donut Hank down here just to spice it up a little bit. You gotta have full-on donut here. So, guys, here's the deal. This is the Crispy Donut Community Chicago. This is the Crispy Donut Community Hanson. This one is a pre-order, but at the time of recording this video, there are only 20 spots left. And you know what, it was actually a couple days ago, so it may be, gone, but my guess is they're going to do the pre-order, and then eventually there will be some of these up, at dealers as well. But this is the Hanson. The Hanson has been available at SMKW, has also been available at Crispy Donut Community's website. And my understanding is at the time of the recording, these are also out of stock, but there's going to be more coming after July the 15th. So I'm not sure when this video is running, but be looking for the Hanson. Let's start with the Hanson. As a matter of fact, the Hanson is a budget knife. We have G10 and D2 steel with a black coating. And my understanding is, oh shoot, I'm trying to remember. I think these are both made by Kubi, but now I'm blanking for sure. So don't quote me on that, but I believe they are both made by Kubi. This is, when it's available, a $60 knife, and they've had them in blue with blue colored sprinkles, black colored sprinkles. They've had this version. They had a plain black one and a plain blue one, and these black blades are really, really cool, and I like that they went with a coated blade and D2. Now, you do have kind of, I don't know what you would call this black coating, but it is a little bit kind of shiny there. It's not like a black wash is what I'm trying to say, but you have a really cool design here in that you have the blade stays thick all the way out to the tip, and then you have your flat grind here. Very nicely done, and this will show cutting here in a minute. But you have what must be, dual layered, so you have blue on the outside and pink on the inside of the G10, and of course when they mill through in this sprinkles pattern, you get the pink sprinkles. You have a nested liner lock with your liner lock there. You do have good access to the lock bar, and you do have some scalloping there, which I don't always think is necessary, and sometimes when you fidget a lot, it's not the greatest, but in this case, they're not super chewy, and the lock bar moves easily. It's when the lock bar is stiff and they're like, really, really sawtooth-like, that's a problem. In this case, not a problem. Lock bar moves over very easily, no stick, no issues like that. By the way, this is my son Trevor's knife, and he's letting me borrow it to do the review, which is, pretty typical Trevor. Great kid, of course. So you do have flat scales, but you do have nice chamfering on the edges as well. And again, black hardware, black blade, and black liners. Action-wise, you have good D10 here. Flips right open, no problem. Can you fail it? Let's see. I think I did early. Yeah, you can fail it, but you really have to try. It's going to snap open. And then thumb studs. No, I mean, come on, man. You can't get much better than that. I think, yep, I can middle finger flick it as well. You do have a lanyard loop as part of the backspacer. It looks like a steel backspacer. Again, these are right at $60 when they're available. And it is a 7.075 inch knife, but I do get a four finger grip. Good jimping up here at the top. I like that. Feels really nice in the hand. Ceramic ball bearings, and it has a close length of 4.01. And do we list the weight here? Do we not list the weight? All right, well, the weight's not listed, but if I had to guess, it's like 3.5 or something like that. It feels like it's about right for the size of the knife. So really cool. Now, oh, I forgot one more thing. 2 more things, 3 more things, whatever. No lock rock, no blade play. The lockup is right at about a 30, and we are dead center. Now, one note, a lot of people get, kind of picky about this. The blade does not come quite to the end of the backspacer, and if this was Kubi, I can understand that. They do that sometimes. You got a little more length you could have there, but again, not a big deal, especially with the amount of belly you have here. It's probably designed to be that way, size-wise, but just thought it was something I should point out. Now we have the Chicago, and right off the bat, this guy has a phenomenal looking blade. You have this swedge up here. You have this belly of a blade spear point, and then you have a compound. You can see there, I think that's hollow. It is hollow, and this is flat out here. Comes down to a nice pokey stabby point. You do have very thin stock because, again, this is swedged from here up. So it is very thin on top, and it is hollow to here. So, yeah, very, very cutty on this one. Now, this one has, again, that same style of flipper tab. You can see there, very similar. It does stick up a little bit more because there's a little bit more blade to get out there. You do have jimping, pops right open. Same kind of scales here, and they are chamfered on the edges. Same thing, you have a steel back, that's a titanium backspacer. By the way, this is a titanium frame lock. And this is the one, by the way, that there are, there's a pre-order, and this is $140. Let me see if I can remember the steel S35 VN. So that is a great pre-order price for what you're getting. A frame lock, good access to the frame lock, no scalloping on that one. So it feels great with that chamfer. Both of them have chamfers, but the one has scalloping, the other doesn't. And that, to me, feels good. You do have jimping up here, jimping back here. They like the jimping, let me tell you. Now, my only complaint about this jimping, and I think I heard Luke on one of their live streams say they're going to fix this, but these teeth right here are really gnarly. You can come out here like this, and that actually feels good, but don't move around. Same thing here with your thumb. But I think I heard them say they're going to round these off a little bit, and that is great. If they do that, these will be great. And the reason it's even a big deal in the first place is because of the swedge. If it wasn't for the swedge and you had a wider spine, it would actually be okay. But, that's design choices all the way around. You got to figure that out. Now, this blade does come all the way out to the end. You do have a titanium backspacer, titanium frame with a steel lock bar interface, no blade play, no lock rock, locked up at like a 50 or 55, and dead centered again. Again, the action on this one drops to your thumb and just kind of, and you can fail this one too, by the way. But again, the detent is fine. It is not a problem. It's just, if you just barely hit it, it's gonna barely. But really pops out there most of the time, and good smooth action. And I forgot to show that on the Hansen. Drops to your thumb, shake it down, same deal. So really, really cool knives. Now, again, this one here is on pre-order, and it may even, by the time you see the video, may even be sold out on the pre-order, but I bet there will be more, and I know there's going to be more of the Hansens. So be looking for those. I'm going to put these 2 boxes back here, and we're going to get out a piece of cardboard, and we're going to do our normal thing. Now, since this one's pokey stabby, we're going to pokey stabby, and you can see it does pierce through. Whoops, and I bumped the camera, which is just typical KC for sure. Not the knife's fault. Does cut, I mean, because of how thin it comes down and the swedge being thin, it definitely cuts. You can see. Definitely there, all right? And then the Hansen, find a clean spot here. There, I mean, the Hansen is even more thin and slicey. Look at that. Very, very nicely done on both of these knives. They're both good cutters. The Hansen is definitely your thin slicer, and this guy is a little bit thicker, but still quite a cutter. Oh, wait, let's do our comparisons here. So first of all, we'll show them. Oh, I forgot to give the specs on the Chicago. Give me just a second. I don't even know where I leave my phone. There it is. All right, man, trying to do 2 knives in one video can be tough, especially when your knives fast and you're trying to keep it short, but this isn't going to be short. This guy is 8 inches, 4.5 inch close, 0.11 on the stock, which is great, 3.9 ounces on that one. So this one is definitely closer to like 3.2, I would guess. Very, very cool. G10 on the one side, obviously, and titanium on the other. Now, normal size comparisons here, you got your Ontario Rat 1, which is going to be just slightly bigger than the Chicago and a lot bigger than the Hansen, and the Rat 2, which is almost exactly the same size as the Hansen and a little smaller than the Chicago. So there are your size comparisons. Now, guys, go over to Crispy Donut Community's website, because besides these knives, and they do have a fixed blade on pre-order as well called the Salvation, besides the knives, they have patches, they have pry bars, they have, these guys are going all out, man. So go over to Crispy Donut Community's website, check them out, stickers, patches, coffee cups, you name it, they got everything. So go check them out. Thanks, guys, for sending this one through the pass around group. I will get this back out to the next person in the pass around group. And thanks for sending this one to Trevor. He loves it, and I will definitely be giving this back to him now. So there you go. Thanks, guys, for all your support. Make sure you give me a comment, thumbs up, all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. And thank you so much for your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.